Smoky, really smoky. Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today we have the Glenfiddich 125th anniversary here in my cask. It's a 40% ABV bottle from Glenfiddich, limited edition, costs around €100, pounds, dollars, and it came on the market in 2012. Why? Because, yes, the anniversary of Glenfiddich was in this year. They say anniversary edition, the big deer, in a more modern way than on the typical bottles. This limited edition single malt Scotch whisky was created by our malt master to celebrate 125 years of pioneering spirit at the Glenfiddich Distillery. Here in the inside, this is the right way. There's a small leaflet in it. We have a look at that very soon. And then this bottle was leaking. So there's a decent smell of Glenfiddich here. It's wrapped in cellophane. And there's something here. And there's a additional cork with a heavy metal stopper on top. Yeah. So, done. On the back they say more. Whoops. Yeah, you can see the white paper below the camera where I'm writing my notes on. 1887 was the founding year of Glenfiddich, and in the age of 46, William Grant gathered his 7 sons and 2 daughters around him, and together they built the distillery by hand in the Glen of Fiddich Gaelic for Valley of the Deer. And on Christmas Day in 1887, the first spirit flowed from the stills. William Grant had created a whiskey that defined his pioneering spirit, and it soon became renowned around the world. 125 years later, that same whiskey has become the world's most awarded single malt Scotch whiskey, and Glenfiddich is now the oldest family-owned whiskey distiller in Scotland. This is important. It's not a corporation, a mega corporation, global mega corporation, shareholders. No, it's a family-owned business. And they had for a few years a non-family member as the director. But I think today there's again a family member in it. And they increased in revenues. It was extremely. I think it was around 2010 when I found data about Glenfiddich. It's, as I said, not publicly owned. So the data about this company isn't available easily. And they did revenues of more than 1 billion Great Britain pounds. So they increased a lot, and the bottom line, the profit was 30%. So they are doing a wonderful job there. And until 2015, I think, they had the most often sold single malt whiskey in the world. I think they lost position 1 last year. Yeah. Brian Kinsman, only our 6th Glenfiddich malt master in 125 years. This is an average of about 22 years. Has carefully crafted a unique Glenfiddich single malt Scotch whisky using whiskies made with traditional techniques begun by William Grant. The unusual depth and smokiness found in this whisky, typically the Glenfiddich whiskies are not smoky. They had an experiment where they matured whiskey in Islay casks where they got a little bit of smokiness in it. It was just 1 or 2 ppm, barely noticeable. And here there's smokiness found in this whiskey, a result of the unique marriage of peated Glenfiddich whiskies matured mainly in European oak casks. So we have the European oak cask, which is very tannin-rich, very spicy, voluminous oakiness coming from this European cask. And in the past, 80% of the whiskey matures in American oak sherry casks. Oh, from the sherry cask, 80% are American oak because it's cheaper, and only 20% are European oak because those casks easily cost around 500, 600. Yeah, this modern whiskey is the ultimate tribute to 125 years of pioneering spirit, bottled in 2012. So here we go, and this bottle leaked. Here is some etching on it. 125 years. The rest is the standard bottle. Yeah, everything the same as they said. Okay. And artificially colored. There are a few countries where you have to write that on the label. It's Denmark, it's Germany, Czechia, I think, as well. So there are a few countries which require you to add the usage of color on your on the back label. Christmas Day, the making spirit. Yeah. Tasting notes. Here we go. Inspired by the. It's a little damp. Inspired by the malt masters before him, including our founder, Brian Klinsmann. Was a German football coach, wasn't it? A soccer coach. Has carefully and skillfully reinterpreted the Glenfiddich Speyside style of William Grant's day. This is a tasting note, saying nothing. Nose, a rich aroma with an abundance of fresh fruit, notes, zesty marmalade and spice all developed in peat smoke. Taste, a deep oaky flavor with rich vanilla oak notes intertwined with a complex smoky character. Smoked fruits and woody spices. Finish rich with a lingering, slightly dry smokiness. Color golden barley. Here we go, and what's in this paper? A certificate of authenticity. Okay. 1887 until 2012. Okay. I have no idea why they have this metal stopper. Just purposeless. Because they have an additional cork here on top. Probably the leaking is normal. No. Smokiness. And here's a hole in. Yeah, there's a hole in the cork. I'm doing that afterwards. It's not the same diameter. No. I would never get that out again. Smoky, really smoky. They have malting floors at the adjacent Belgium Distillery, which also belongs to the Glenfiddich complex, as well as the Kinnenvie Distillery. And probably they produce some smoky whiskey there for this special purpose, or for the Grand's plans. Probably they need some smoky whiskey. And how much? 20 ppm. 20, quite distinct. 15 to 20. More than a Speyside whiskey, but less than Islay. Yeah. And some medicinal note, yeah. Yeah. The fruitiness, the abundance of fruits, no, not yet. Some vanilla, some caramel. A little citrus coming up. Yeah. Wow. Wow. A full mouthfeel, oakiness, extremely present. And now the marmalades coming through, some vanilla coming through. Smoky fruits. Yeah, very unusual. With a blind tasting, I would never say that this one is a Glenfiddich. Neither the smokiness nor the complete taste. Really long-lasting aftertaste. Still oakiness. And the smokiness drier now. Yeah. Ha! This one is really extreme. And even when they're not saying how old this one is, it has a definite good selection, extraordinary selection of casks. And the balance between all those influences is very, very good. Is it worth 100? Yeah. You have this as a gift. As a gift, you're paying 20 more, and this metal case and this metal stopper. Additional 5 on the metal stopper. Well, I think in former times, energy was expensive, was really expensive in Scotland, and they used a lot of peat because peat was dug by cheap labor, and coal was quite expensive to be shipped up to Scotland, and so they used a lot of peat, and they also dried the barley with local peat, and therefore this taste might be very close to the original taste in former times at Glenfiddich. Yeah, really a good one. I like it. Yeah. This whiskey is still available on the shelves. So it's 4 years now where this whiskey is available. Probably they didn't sell so many bottles as they intended, and probably there will be a sale somewhere and we are able to get that bottle a little bit cheaper. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. There's more to come, and as always, feel free to share